Hello folks, how you guys doing tonight? Tonight we have, I guess, shorter than usual. I don't know how long I'll be going for, but I'll try to keep it short. Because we have a very fun special thing going on this Friday. If you didn't hear about it, let me tell you about it now. This Friday at April 1st at 1 p.m. Eastern Time or 6 p.m. British Time, GMT +1, I will be doing a super long subathon stream, 12 hours as a base, that will be able to, it can't be expanded by any subs or donations or Patreon subs that we get during the stream, with a lot of fun little goals and stuff. It's gonna be good, so you guys better not miss it. So we have that big super long stream on Friday, so I'm gonna try and keep it chill tonight and just stream for a little bit. Yeah, hope you guys don't miss it. It's gonna go on for a long time, so there's no excuses. It's gonna go on for 12 hours at least, so from 1 p.m. Eastern to 1 a.m. Eastern. During summertime, I mean, the current Eastern time in the Eastern US. So got some fun stuff in store. I can show. Well, I'll tell you some of it. Some of the stuff we're gonna be doing, because I still haven't set up the times, etc. So I don't want to promise anything yet. But we're gonna be doing art, of course. We're gonna be doing Jackbox stream or Jackbox game with a bunch of horror artist friends. So Trevor Henderson's gonna be there. Hey Jordan! How you doing, Jordan? Thank you so much for the resub. 5 months already. God damn. Thank you. I'll be adding this to the timer. So I was gonna say, if anybody gets any subs in today, I'll just be preemptively adding them to the timer, so you guys don't miss out on that part of the experience. So yes, this Friday we're gonna be doing art, playing games with a bunch of horror artist friends. Trevor Henderson's gonna be there, Q is gonna be there, Lucef. We're gonna have people that have been here in previous streams, like Theo is gonna be here. Maybe. We don't know if Theo's gonna be here. If they can make it out of work. We're gonna have Enoch. We're gonna have Jenna, who was here for last stream. So a bunch of great guests we're gonna play games with. Depending on how long we go, if the timer extends, we're gonna watch a movie together. We're gonna watch Night of the Living Dead, some classic horror that is also public domain, so we can watch it on stream. Isn't that fun? Yeah, Jordan gave me the idea of doing the red hand, so thank you so much for that. So a bunch of cool guests. Hopefully we'll have time to do a bunch of art, and then we'll just do some other fun things. We'll be playing some games, kind of intermixed with the art. We'll be playing some indie horror games, single player stuff. We're gonna have a section of time dedicated to watching and reacting to stuff you guys send me that I have never seen before. So I just want you to send me all sorts of cursed content. That is of course safe for a stream. I don't want anything like super heavy, but I want cursed content that I can all watch on stream and enjoy. So if you want to participate in that, join in the Discord. You got a link in the chat right now. Well, if that works. Apparently it's not, the bot is not working. Oh, there it is. It just took a second. Okay. So you got a link to the Discord right there. If you scroll down to the bottom, you will find a channel called Cursed Content for Val, which I'm not going to look at too much, but it's down here in the bottom. And you guys can send me stuff. I'm not going to look at it until the stream. There's going to be some moderation to make sure that everything's safe for the stream. But you guys can send me content in there. That would be fun. And then we have some rewards, these are still pending, so I might... Hold on. Yeah, there we go. Depending on the subs we get, a sub being like a sub here on Twitch, or if it's a sub on Patreon, it'll count ×2 for the first tier and ×3 for the next tier, etc. So I still don't have the first one, which is why I haven't posted it. So I don't know what I'll put on this spot, but and we might like move some things around. But there's gonna be things like challenges, like if we get to 20 subs during that stream, I can't press Ctrl-Z for an hour. 40 subs, I create a horror creature tier list and make a lot of enemies, maybe. Creepypasta dramatic reading, some print giveaways, and also like letting you create a cryptid and I Photoshop it. I create a full image for that cryptid. So little goals like that. That's gonna be fun. I'm excited. I hope a lot of people can make it. Jordan, you can come as well. You're invited. Hey, Vandals. I get my eyeballs surgically replaced with googly eyes. So I actually thought of, I'm not going to put it on this one, which is going to be like for Twitter. I'm going to have a more complete one with maybe some extra goals during the stream that we can like modify during the stream as we go. Like we can add more stuff. I want to make a joke one where at like 1,000 subs or something like impossible like that, I shave my beard. I don't want to do it, so I just put it at a very the most impossible to get reward. So I actually thought of was such a lead up after that comment. Yeah, true. I didn't realize that. So that's gonna be this Friday, again starting 1 p.m. Eastern Standard or Eastern Time, or 6 p.m. GMT +1, so British time, 7 p.m. Central European time if you're in my same time zone. So going on for 12 hours. So put 12 hours after that, and then maybe more. We'll have a 12-hour countdown at the start of the stream. And I'm gonna figure out a way to do this, at least with Twitch subs you can do it, to every time there's a Twitch sub, it automatically adds 5 minutes or 10 minutes. And every time there's a Patreon sub, we can add like double that. So we can, I might have to do that one manually, but we might be able to do that. Time zones are so confusing. So if you're confused, Google 1 p.m. Eastern Time, or ET, in my time zone. And if your location is correct on Google, it'll automatically convert that to your time zone. If you want to know when it starts. In any case, if you're confused as to when it's going to start, or you don't know if you're going to remember, if you follow here this channel, you will be able to, it'll send a notification to your phone or to your email depending on your settings, so you'll be able to see it. You can also go to the Discord and get a role that's called Stream Cultist. You can get it in the welcome channel in the Discord. You can get it here. Again, the Discord is there. You got the link there. Was that the Eternal Stream? Yeah. I'm gonna set a limit at 24 hours. Even like if we got a lot of time left, I might like save up that time and do it the next day. But I gotta like get some sleep and stuff, and I'm not gonna keep the timer running in the meantime because I don't want like an empty stream. So if that happens, in the case that it ever got to more than 24 hours, we'll save up the time and do it in like successive streams, like still long streams, but allowing me some time to, you know, go out and do groceries and sleep and all that and cook. I'm not that crazy. Just feed some blood into that one crack on the floor that is always whispering, and it'll remind you when the streaming is. Very good tip. 10k subs and Valdevia subs is the mainstream streamer now and starts playing Genshin. The absolute sellout. I've become a gaming streamer. Full time. Yeah, I mean, I can do an all-nighter, which is more or less this. I already have a very late schedule, so it would just like be pushing back my schedule a little bit. I don't like, I do a lot of all-nighters just because of my current sleeping issues, which basically have my sleep schedule being all over the place. So doing one like that doesn't bother me at all. After like 24 hours of streaming, if it ever happens, I'll just stop and sleep, and then we can continue if there's time left over. We'll figure something out as we go. If that happens, I don't have like a ton of confidence on it going over 24. It'll be more than 12 if people subscribe at all, because it's 12 as a base. Have another 24-hour stream and at 100k subs become an art streamer again. See, that's business. That's a business mind right there. Chaos, welcome. So yeah, I hope everybody's able to be there for a little while and you know, enjoy games with people and participate in little things like helping me create a cryptid if we get there. Again, these little goals here are flexible. Like, I might change them before the stream if I have any other ideas. I still have to fill this one as the first slot, because I'd want to fill it with something like something that would be quick to do, or something like easy enough, because it's a you know, the low ball goal. So it might be like doing the beginning of the stream. So something that I can do while I do art, something like that. We'll see. I'll come up with something before Friday. So yeah, that is where we are, and here is where we are with today's art. I wanted to do more ziggurat things, so if you guys missed the previous ziggurat streams, let me quickly save this so it doesn't disappear forever if we lose it. It's ziggurat 8. That's gonna be ziggurat 9 then. Oh, 10. Really? Okay. So let me bring you up to speed if you missed all the previous ziggurat things. The ziggurat is gonna be a huge megastructure that I happened to find under my basement. So it's gonna be presented as a first-person thread, so it's me, like, I'm the protagonist of it, I'm the main character in it. And I'm presenting it as if I'm live tweeting through these events, right? So it's all gonna start with, you know, I'm going to my parents' house for a while. And they have this door in their basement. It's always been there, but it's always been stuck. Nobody's ever bothered to open it, so I'm like kind of frustrated. So I decide I'm just gonna like bang this door until I open it. So I get to open it, and I find a corridor behind it. Actually, give me a sec. So I find a corridor behind it, and actually they did this one already. So this would be like that first corridor we find. I'm like, this is weird, right? Like this sort of service tunnel connected to my house somehow. So I decided, like, yeah, this is a good time to start live tweeting this. And I start telling people about this. And I decided I gotta explore that, right? I gotta see what's behind. So I just take a peek. And it keeps going, right? It just keeps going into a different corridor. Like, it's strange, right? So I'm not exactly sure on the exact order of these rooms, but I'll have them more or less set up like this. It goes into this kind of industrial room. Keeps going down and down, and just keeps keeps getting deeper and bigger and more like absurdly huge till we get to spaces like this one. And then we keep going, and it starts getting less industrial and more kind of brutalist, like this. So big concrete structures that make less and less sense. So we have a bunch of pictures already. And it's gonna get weirder and weirder. Until at some point I get lost in there, in this weird space, and I'm gonna like actually disappear for a few days, as far as the internet is concerned. No activity anywhere, not even here on Twitch. You know, I gotta keep the facade for a little while. We got some very deep pits in this one. Yeah, some miscellaneous ones I still haven't placed. I love these ones. This is one of my favorites. So yeah, it just goes like that. It makes less and less sense. Obviously, a lot of these are just like regular, like already weird spaces, but I just turn them around. Also, my voice is having a day today. Don't worry. Sometimes it happens in the beginning of a stream, but it usually goes away pretty quick. Just have to drink a lot of water, and then have to go to the toilet really quick. Something like a house that's always expanding. It's gonna be a bit of a mystery, like if it's actually expanding before me or if it's always been there. It's gonna feel a bit old, so it's not like it's been, like it's building as I go. But we're just not gonna know that kind of thing. Gonna be a lot of mysteries. Obviously there's more of a... As we go, we'll figure out that this is more of a metaphorical space than a real one. More of a, yeah, metaphor for a descent into hell kind of thing. Which I'm gonna tie into, since, you know, it's kind of a personal story, I'm actually gonna try to tie that in some way, try to tie some you know, personal developments and stuff into it. I still don't know exactly how I'm gonna do that, but it's gonna be there. It's gonna make like the base of that metaphor, if that makes sense. Okay, so I was thinking we could do some of the ending pictures, because we haven't done any of them. So after all this losing myself into this endless space, and finally, like, I gotta survive this. I'm the main character, so I gotta make my way out, and I'm gonna make my way out through this completely different kind of hand-carved space. Hey Sarah. So it's gonna go from those brutalist spaces that I showed you into something like this. This is a quarry, by the way. So this is a machine that cuts stone. No, this is a rock, but this was made by a machine. So I'm gonna use some pictures from here. Really cool place, by the way. It's in Menorca, in the Balearic Islands. So, using some of these, and then the connection between these kind of machine carved spaces and the hand carved ones that are behind, like this. No, open sky. I'm gonna close it in. So it's gonna go into something like this. Something like this. So from this, from those first kind of perfect, pristine, brutalist spaces, we go into this kind of machine carved but kind of rough areas, and from that into this like hand carved looking areas. So it feels like we're leaving through the oldest part of this, and it's just gonna end up in a cave in a forest somewhere. So I'm gonna leave into through a completely different place. So that is the idea. I got a bunch of pictures I took there. Oh, here's me. Here's one with me. Hey, I'm there. That was taken this past summer. Or not summer, it was September, October. Yeah, actually it was October. I went there with my partner to Menorca, and this is when I was starting to think about this series, about this story I'm doing right now. So it's taken what? October, November, December, February, March, 5 months to do it. Oh, also, there were, through that quarry, by the way, look at the maze from the top. All throughout that quarry, there were little signs that were kind of ominous. They were just a sign saying like, oh, there's a cool view here, and signs saying like, you can't go past this point, but they were kind of scary. Because the red kind of ran down, so it felt like a bloody hand. It was kind of cool. I love the bloody hands. Where did you go in Menorca? So this is a place called Lithica. I think it's, I'm gonna write it in chat. I think it's written like this. If you search on Google for Lithica and Menorca, you should find it. Or let me see if I got it correct. Yeah. Okay, so I want the spaces to feel huge. Oh, and look at those hand-carved ones. Look at that. Beautiful. Look at that. This truck is just hanging there. So cool. Oh, and these ones were from inside that maze I showed before. This, I think I got on top of a wall to take that picture once we were in the center of the maze. Okay, so which ones could we take for that? For like main view of this space, right? I'm entering this area. This would be the exit. I don't want these from above because, you know, I'm going up, so I would naturally be seeing them from below. So it should be one of these at the end. This one could be useful. I'm gonna drop it in. It was really impressive. This space was so strange. No people. This? Oh, it's a rock with all the cuts and machines. Ooh, I like this. Okay. Good thing I took a lot of pictures of this. It's good that I went there with the idea of doing this series already. Like, I already had the idea in my head, right? That this would be kind of the exit of that megastructure. I don't know if I would make a photo that close to the wall if I was trying to document the area, but consider something different. What if the wall is the ground, actually? Which is why I love taking pictures of the that like this, because it just makes, like, if you're very close to the wall, it makes the area feel huge. So we could have like a corner here to just show the emptiness of the ground. Idea, imagine chameleons, they're changing colors with emotions. Imagine they became see-through, where you can see their skeletons. Well, that's something that you could write. That sounds fun. I had it figured out all along. To be honest, I just thought of this. I probably didn't think about this when I was taking it, but I will take that point. I'm gonna remove all the trees because I don't want any. It's so deep underground, and there wouldn't be any signs of life. Like, maybe this is close enough to the ground that you could still start seeing some roots, but that's as much as I would give it. What about turning this one? So it's again another photo taken really close to the ground. This could potentially be the ground. Then we just need to add a wall. But we'd have to stretch it quite a bit. Missing this chunk there. And this one feels weird because it's not taken as close to the wall as the other. So it feels like I'm either floating above or the wall is, or the room is actually much smaller because I'm taking the photo from, you know, eye level. So maybe I take it at face value and I'm just looking at the ceiling. I could be taking a picture of the ceiling, right? That wouldn't be such a weird thing. And that way actually we can take the whole space and pretty much just have to cover this. And the good thing is we have so many angles of the walls. Any wall we need to cover or ceiling, we can probably find an angle that works. So this one's pretty much from the front, so maybe this will work. Let's see. Let me just take everything up to the corner. Also, I will repeat this for anybody who got here a bit later. This Friday, I'm doing a subathon stream. That's gonna last more than 12 hours, so don't miss it. It's gonna be very fun, I think. Gonna have art We're gonna have games with the best horror artists out there. Gonna be great. Okay, hold on, let me do a quick thing here. There. A subathon is a super long stream where we have a countdown timer, and every time someone subscribes or donates or subscribes to the Patreon in my case, I'm gonna add some minutes to that timer. So it's like flexible, it can keep going and people can extend it and torture me for hours in a good way. But yeah, if hold on, I got the poster here. Hey, I mean, calling it the longest stream instead of longest scream. It's gonna be this Friday, April 1st, 1 p.m. Eastern time, or 6 p.m. in British time, 7 p.m. in Central European time if you have my same time zone. It's gonna last for 12 hours as a base, but each Twitch sub will add 5 minutes, each Patreon sub will add 10 minutes at the least. Each like tier 1 Patreon sub, tier 2, tier 3 will add subsequently more minutes. So it can potentially go, I don't know how many people will want to subscribe, but the idea is that I'm gonna move to a completely different city across the country. So in about a month and a half. So this is a way of raising some funds to, you know, pay the first rent for the new place and move all my stuff there. It's gonna be a long trip. So hopefully to get some funds to not get broke from just that trip. And also do some fun things in the meantime. So yeah, we'll have some we'll do some art, play games with other friends and artists, people you've seen in previous podcasts, like Trevor Henderson, Janice Tieber from the last stream is going to be there, the last podcast I mean. Leslie Q, Lucev, Enoch, a bunch more folks that may or may not come, but yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun. And we got some sub goals. I still don't know what to put in the first one, but if we reach like certain numbers of subs, we'll do like fun things. Like I stop being able to press Ctrl-Z for an hour. I have to, you know, do a dramatic reading of a creepypasta, give away prints, that kind of stuff. Thanks, Nectal. I had fun doing that poster. So yeah, if you're able to be there for as much, obviously, I'm not. I don't think anybody will be able to be there for 12 hours, but could be there for a little while. That would be great. See, that was easy. We enclosed that space. I was thinking if the lines here should line up, but no, they're kind of messy, right? That's the point. I don't think they should line up. Obviously the colors don't match yet, but they will. Okay. So we're gonna put all the other base pictures in a group. Let's call it base pics. The puppies won't be here, unfortunately. I'm choosing specifically a day where there's no one home for Friday or Saturday, so I won't be bothering anybody. But that also means that the puppies won't be here. The googly eye glasses. I should have gotten some of those. That's a good idea. I could make some googly eye glasses. I wouldn't be able to see anything through them, but that could be funny. We turn this into a DIY stream. Okay, I want to pretty much remove all the oranges to make this feel a bit more kind of cold and concrete-y. So I'll take any red or warm colors. That's pretty much every color, isn't it? Yeah, fair enough. So let me take the reds. There they are. Let's see. What if we turn them into blues before desaturating them? To maybe invert that color scheme a little bit. Orange is like rustic and decay. True as well. I mean, we might sneak in more orange in this part of the series, since like it's the exit and I'm getting back into reality. But if we check the previous parts, it starts like pretty gray, but it keeps going bluer and bluer as you go below. It changes from picture to picture, so I might have to do some filters like on top of all of them to have a more cohesive whole. But yeah, the general vibe is gray and kind of blue, maybe kind of green as well. Somewhere in between the blues and the greens. You can clearly see that here. And maybe we could increase that as we go down. So maybe as we go back up. Yeah, these ones are very good examples of that color scheme. Maybe as we go back up, we could maybe find that color again slowly. So let me reduce the opacity here, leave some of the oranges in. And then I'm gonna take, because right now this is lit in a kind of all perfectly lit, which doesn't make a lot of sense. Normally, since, I mean, this used to be a daylight scene because the sky was here. Right, this here was the sky. Right now that's a wall. So I'm thinking of doing is have a sort of gradient that gets darker and darker as we go up. Especially in the corner here. So using some soft light, we might have to adjust the colors because they're going to get like overblown. And then just using a normal layer. To create that feeling that, you know, we're looking up above into this dark ceiling and we can barely see what's on the end of it. And the lights are down below here with us. Or even in my phone, maybe this is completely dark naturally. There are no lights like in the rest of the place. I like this. So this is a simple one. This one doesn't, as you can see, wasn't a very hard edit. I don't know how long I've been doing this one for. We've been live for 40 minutes, but most of that has been me rambling, so. Oh, we need to remove the plants. That's quite important. Okay, so I'll go here to the base layer. find any plants that bother me and just yeet. You thought you could hide from me. Okay, let me do a quick scan, see what kind of plants I can find. Side salad, welcome. So since I can't trust myself to actually find things, I'm just scanning like this. Turn off my navigator here, because there's a lot of like little plants in the cracks. And yeah, a lot of them are quite small actually. Like those two we found, but it seems mostly clear. It seems like I'm probably gonna find more up on the top. Okay, let's check the top then. Yeah, over here, for sure. Like this could pass as not plants, but I mean, yeah, they could just be cracks. Yeah, that's the idea, to show that room without any context. Because if you know it's a quarry, you're like, okay, yeah, that makes some sense. But without that previous knowledge, it's spooky. Or I hope. So I hope. So we're gonna add a little bit of blue, touch of green. Generally reduce the exposure and increase the contrast. So it's gonna be like fairly visible because it's supposed to be like this very high ceiling, right? So hopefully that increases that sense a little bit. Then these were unfortunately taken with a phone, an iPhone, so a pretty good one in terms of camera, but I didn't have my camera at the point where we're here, which was annoying. But they're good enough for this kind of thing, I believe. They're good pictures. So we do add a little bit of grain to hide some of the artifacts that show that it's being taken with a phone. Okay, so at high contrast look, what do we think? Not that much. I do still want this to be visible, but if people like zoom in and take a look, they can see that the ceiling is exactly the same as the walls. So that could be number one. We can do some more in this same document because it's not a very heavy document yet. Thank you, Side Salad. Oh, let me save this. There we go. And it's going to be ziggurat 10. Oh, forget about the numbering system. It's a mess right now. It's 10 out of the last batch. So in total, I think we have... okay, let me see. me do a quick count here of all the pictures. That's 21. Damn. Okay. And that's 34 pictures. 34. Damn. Yes, that's exactly the type of rock it is. Yeah. Yeah, like it's getting older and older. It used to be concrete, and now it's this rock. That's a very good point. Yeah, let's see what else we can take. Is that... Oh, this one could be turned around as well. Taken close to the floor. So maybe this one could be vertical. So let me quickly open a new document. Exactly the same, but vertical. And I'm gonna call it Ziggurat 11. And then let me see, I can move this over. Get the rulers to get a horizon line. There we go. Now I gotta make it bigger. Big enough to at least cover the canvas where it needs to be covered. Does it cover all the way to the corner? Let's see. Yep, it does. Pretty much exactly too. So that was precise. Okay, from there, you can turn it. There we go. It's pretty much touching all these corners. There we go. That's as much picture we're gonna get out of that picture. So I think we're gonna do something similar where we take a third wall that goes in the right direction and just cut it that way. And that'll again hopefully make it look like it has this very, very high ceiling, which is great. Okay, let's see what picture we can take with this wall here. I think we might even be able to repeat this one. It's a bit taken from the front. Let's see if we got any better angles. It's gonna be taken from pretty far away, so maybe similar to this. Maybe that's a bit far though. Let's see, we're essentially trying to retrofit some other wall into this. Maybe this? Was this the one we were saying? Oh, hold on. Wrong picture. There we go. Was this the one that we were saying that wouldn't work like this? It could potentially work. It does look crazy IRL. I was like, I saw that and I was, this has to go. I was conceiving this this series, this thread that I'm making now. I was having the idea to make it right out as I was here. So it was like great coincidence, really. Okay, now the angle here won't be amazing. Let's see. Let's do a quick cut of the area we need. Don't know why I'm using my mouse. Sometimes I forget to switch. Okay, let's see if we can make that angle make sense. It does not. shame. Okay. We'll try and find something different then. We need, like, this one was taken too close to the wall. It's good to know. Will that work? No, this one might. It's 21 here. Let's put it there. Okay, definitely with some war pick. It's good because we can warp this. It's pretty much a flat texture, so warping won't do a lot of damage to it. If that makes sense. Okay, this one doesn't have a corner that I can use, so I'll just forget about that. Now, this is not a very good mask. Not at all. Okay. Let's complete it like so. Okay, I think that'll work. So now that we've taken a picture from the ground, we do have to figure out, like, how does this work? How does the lighting work in this room? That's a complicated question. Obviously there's no lighting on the walls. But maybe there's something below in the ground. Or maybe since it's all made of little squares like this, maybe some of them are punched out, so it's a hole and there's just light coming out of there. That could be fun, right? I was thinking, what would be a good way to kind of break this structure and add some lighting, and just adding some neon, a row of neon lights like I've done in others, wouldn't make a lot of sense here. I think it wouldn't look that good. So maybe there's just like light holes in the ground. Would that make sense with this? Maybe we can punch some light holes in these, for example. So they're a bit like randomly placed. Mystery light, yeah. Now let me do another color. We'll try to match the colors of these two walls first, and then just edit the whole color in general. Which is one light punched out, yeah. If this was my mysterious underground structure, I'd put floor lighting in. And a pool. I would put a pool in there if I had a mysterious underground structure. Like, this series is pretty much just literally free real estate. Like, oh, I guess this is mine now. No, it's only Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, but I've inherited the back rooms. See, we're already thinking of how to redecorate this place. So like the other one, I'm just gonna put a big old gradient of shadow that goes up into the ceiling to show that it's actually just a dark enclosed space. Maybe a big shadow where I am to show that the ground where I'm standing is not lit up, so there's not like constant lighting, it's just punched out in random places. Okay, now I think we should go to this one, which is a bit more close, and figure out how we're gonna do that punched out lighting. So we're gonna go back here. We're gonna go here above the hue saturation. And we are gonna pick up, okay, a square. This one, let's say that one. Yeah, why not? Oh, I forgot already. Oh. Any of this will do. So I'll just make this little square. Put it as a layer mask. And okay, first I'm just gonna pick a different, well, it's this one. See, I forget very quickly. Just gonna put a base texture. Yeah, we're gonna have the punched out holes in the walls, because if they were on the floor, people would be like, hey, why don't you go in there and jump in? I'm like, no. So to avoid that conversation, they'll actually just be in the walls. Oh, and thanks for the save reminder, actually for both. Okay, and obviously the lighting would kind of seep into the corners there. So I need to make that visible in the layer mask. So we'd have a lighting coming from there. Then outside without the layer mask. Is there a color layer on top? I guess not. Just kind of looks a bit naturally orange. Still doesn't look great. Let me get a soft light layer. Paint like all the exposed edges. Oh, that's a very big eraser. I need that. So, what would this look like after I do the smart filters? Very bright, actually. I like it though. What? What was that? I'm thinking we could have this diffuse lights around it is too much, but I'm gonna exaggerate it first. Then tune that down a little bit. Okay, so we could do like random lighting coming out of random holes in the ground. So let's do one. Oh, this is a tree. Hey, what you doing there, Mr. Tree? As is tradition, eat. It's slightly annoying because we have to recreate every one of these panels, but just slightly annoying. I have seen worse. It's not that bad because we have a lot of like panels to pick from to clone stamp this out. Arrives in chat and is promptly erased. I'm sorry, I can't control my power. Sometimes there is collateral damage. People who come into the stream get erased from existence. It happens. It's fine, it won't happen to you. Probably. Okay, I think that was all the tree to take care of. I don't feel so good. Okay. I deleted that tree. Now, in terms of lighting, I think our punched out hole, judging by the lighting we already have, so we have to change it as the least possible. I would say we're looking at like this one. So I'm just gonna pick this area. And first things first, just gonna pick a color from here. This is a very big brush. Okay, then, yeah, maybe we can have that angle makes sense. Maybe a little bit shallower like this. So this could be like the origin of the lights. Also, Mectal, who are a fan of both Jenna and I hope you enjoyed that stream. The podcast, I mean. It was really fun. I'm going like full on spotlight here. Maybe that's too much. If it's more of a general lighting I gotta do. Oh, I mixed my words today. Okay, so maybe we do soft light on top of everything. I turned this off. I didn't. That's why everything looked a bit orange. See, I always forget to do something before the streams. I don't think that changed anything on your screen. It's just like my screen filter thing that I, on occasion, forget to turn off. See, that's what I was like. Why I was like, everything looks a bit orange. Yeah, now I think everything looks bluer. And I turned it off. Okay, so we got that soft lights lighting up that general area. It's gonna give this whole area. That's a lot. Same. Do you see the filter? Did you see it turn off right there? Because I wasn't under the impression that OBS didn't capture that. Flux, yes, that's the one I use. Or do you have a filter as well? Oh, you do the same thing. Okay, okay. Gotcha. Okay, so now we have this strange kind of lighting. Maybe I should do overlay but low opacity instead of soft light. Because that will keep the grooves visible. Yeah. And then I want to do hue saturation, remove all the greenness. There's some greenness out there. Not super noticeable, but there is some. And I want to extend that into the yellows again to capture some of those, filter them out. Every morning there's at least 5 minutes of yellow screen time. Made it to 5 PM once. So you turn it off all day, turn it on all day. Jesus Tranquility. Oh, I don't know that one. Tranquility. Well, give me a link if you can find it. On accident. You should have it auto start at night. You can set up like times. Okay, so I'm just copying that filter from here to here, you know, to give them both the same vibes. Here we go. Now I'll edit it manually. I definitely need to reduce some of that blue. Because I was doing this with the screen filter on. So I was not aware of how blue it was. Okay, here's what. I will desaturate it pretty hard. But keep some blues. Maybe color grading. Maybe... the highlights. Yeah, so I'll just cover the area right around that wall. Thank you, Side Salad. Don't have a proper circadian rhythm, so it's annoying sometimes. Fair enough. Happens to me as well. Hey, non-proper circadian rhythm gang here. Represents. We're out there. As long as it's like not the morning. Okay, now let me copy it back. I'm just carrying the filters back and forth. Oh, it just applied the camera raw filter twice. Okay, I think I need to do it like this. Let's see if that works. Yeah. Hey Sora. Hey, dog got a haircut. Nice. Treat that dog. Oh. Tranquility. Thank you. That's nice. I'm just out here making cube rooms. As you do. Good old cube rooms. Okay, I like these two a lot because they really feel like the same. Like we're taking two pictures of exactly the same place. I was even thinking that we could do a flip. Not IRL. I will get up and do a flip, but I could do a flip like this. To maybe make it feel like this is this. Now this feels strange, because now this feels... Huh. Yeah, like it does a strange band here. I think the problem might be with the wall I added. Oh, perspective coming back to haunt me. It's still this wall that feels weird though. You need to quit flux upon switch internet monitoring tranquility. Thank you. Perspective. I think it's because I'm used to it, but it felt better the other way. Yeah. I'm thinking, what if I take this here? And I flip it. No, I can't make anything of that. Plus it'll look too mirrored. Okay, then what if I pick this? I just move it until it feels right, basically. For some reason the perspective is feeling wrong. Like this feels more like it's right, I think. Oh, perspective. Well, let's just hope it works. I have to do a small adjustment right here. I'm missing a corner. Shouldn't be a huge problem. We can just fill it up like this. There we go. Now let's see if that works better. Oh, I gotta flip it. I think it's a bit better. I don't know if I entirely fixed it or fixed what was bugging me. For some reason it feels better like this, but I think it's just because my eyes are used to it. Oh, hold on. Maybe what I can do. I don't recall if this is flipped or not anymore. I've flipped it so many times. Okay. So I keep it like that, with the light to the right. And this one I flip so the light is to the right again. So we could be looking potentially at the same wall here. I'm not going to count the number of like as long as it's plausibly the same place. Okay. So that would be one. Let me save all these as JPEGs because then I will forget. Okay, that would be here. We have lots. A big chunk here. So that one goes here. That would be 11. Nice. And find more base pictures. I had another one we had turned. This is the one we ended up using. Okay. What's the other one we turned? This one would be perfect. Okay. I will take a 3-minute break just to go to the toilet because again I've drunk so many water from my throat that it was bound to happen. So I just put a little let me fit it to this wall here. I'll be back in 3 minutes or so with you in a moment, guys. Okay, I'm back. You guys missed me. XCS, you living? Okay, have a good night. Good night. And welcome back, Sar. Okay, so we got these. Let's make some more. We got this one. I really like it. Would be easy enough to add a little corner here. Let's see, it's actually a vertical. Maybe we add it here instead. So let me group this up as picture 1. Let's see how much picture we can get out of this picture. I actually don't have to cover this area at all if we if we're smart about it. Eh? See, that's easy. Okay, should we not be lazy and actually cover this corner? 2 corners is enough though, right? I am being lazy today. Picture done. That's it. Have a good day, everybody. No, but I think this works, honestly. There's just some plants to take care of, and then we apply the same color vibes as the other. I think here is we're much closer to the ground, or to the wall, actually. So there are a lot of little plants that wouldn't be visible in other pictures. But since we are quite close, we do have to take care of them. It's not a huge deal. Like, they go away pretty easy. And we have plenty of areas to pick from whenever we need a... There we go, a texture for our clone stamp. We can just pick it from so many places. Like so. Beautiful. Look at that. Goes away so easy. Done with another project? What you working on? For those that don't know, Sirit is amazing at Photoshop. Green campaign for a beauty product brand. Nice. Pretty boring, so well, it's good to be done with it. I wanted that CGI look. Did they actually say that? It must be annoying. Clients sometimes, right? To be honest, since like for the past few months, since I've been getting commissions that match my style very well, because it's people that know my work and want something similar. It's been so good. Like that last commission I was doing. Show you guys. Getting a folder here to find it. That was very fun as for a series of talks and conferences in France, in Strasbourg, about, you know, conspiracy theories in media, which is very fun. So I did all this board in the back for the background, and then, well, everything on top. You have to make some products out of your ass. Oh no. Oh, that's so annoying. Did you like actually have to piece together some products from that didn't exist yet? Yeah, bless your patience. Spirit, you should be legally allowed to murder those people for making you create products out of thin air for their for their ad campaign. Who do they think you are? Come on. I mean, I'm sure you did a great job, because you're very good at Photoshop, but still, that's unreasonable. Oh man, that's a lot more plants than I thought there would be. Than I saw at first glance. That's fine. It's the only real thing we have to do this picture. Or the only, like, substantial thing, so. I don't mind that there's a decent amount. You're used to it from fashion. I hope you overcharged, or you like charge them more for this kind of thing. Because that's bullshit. And you should be compensated fairly, of course. These ones towards the back are a bit annoying because they got compressed. It's a phone picture, by the way, so it's got that characteristic smartphone compression. It's good, it's a good picture, I mean, still got a lot of detail out of it. Smartphone cameras are very good nowadays. I would have taken it with my camera, but it didn't have it that day. And the annoying thing is that you can't really use, you know, the patch tool and things like that in this situation, because you got this very specific like, tiled background. So any automatic tool, it would try to recreate what it thinks is tiled background, but it wouldn't get it right. Like any content aware fill or whatever the new ones are. So it's a job for the good old patch tool. Nothing quite like it, right? Takes time, but if done well, it's also very nice. What's this? Must be a little piece of garbage in the ground. So there he goes. And then we have this one, a bit annoying because it's just covering this whole area. Also guys, I will say it again because I need everybody to know, this Friday there is a very special stream going on this channel and you guys are obligated not to miss it. So mark your calendars. I'll be here since Friday at 1 PM Eastern Time in Eastern America, or 6 PM in British time, and I'll be here for 12 hours and more. You can increase those 12 hours by subscribing. And we'll be doing some art, we'll be doing some games with a bunch of horror artist friends that you might know. It's gonna be really fun. Am I celebrating something? Yes, I'm doing two things. I'm celebrating 60,000 followers on Twitter. Actually, 8,000 followers on Instagram the other day I reached. And I am going to be moving pretty soon, like in about a month and a half. So, since I'll be moving like across the country, it's also to get some funds for that move. And like the first month of rent and stuff, the new place. A bit of two things. Thank you. Yeah, the other day, I suddenly jumped a few thousand followers on Twitter because the amazing artist Simon Stollenhag started following me and started retweeting a bunch of my stuff, and I was like, oh my god, so good. Okay, I think we've removed all the plants. You want to see the before and after. Lots of little plants, but they are in a complicated texture, so required a lot of fine work. Then I'll go here, I'll get all the oranges. Reds, oranges, yellows, all warm tones. I'll be desaturating that. And then I will pick up the same filter from the picture one, so here. I love the lighting. Okay. Let's keep working on it. Yeah, because we have very neutral lighting. I forgot we should do something about that. So, soft light layer with a color layer on top. No, I should make an action to make a soft light layer and a color layer and a normal layer, because I do that a lot. It would save me like 1 second or 2 for each time I do it, but over time it would probably save quite a bit. So you guys, this Friday, don't miss it. Look, I made a little poster. There it goes. And there's going to be sub goals for each number of subs. We'll do fun things like challenges and tier lists and creepypasta dramatic reading. Eleven-year-old that might work, just reference their boyfriend. This area here that's kind of discolored, it looks a bit weird. At least the color layer will help. Yeah. Okay, as usual, we're going for the dramatic lighting. Very important. So these will be for the same series I've been working on, or same thread I've been working on for a while. This is the exits, or like the last area of this megastructure I find myself lost in. So it'll start with some kind of industrial looking areas, and as it goes deeper it'll become more and more abstract and brutalist and all made of concrete. And eventually, as I find my way to the exit, it'll start like getting more and more kind of hand carved. Like this. This will be like one of the last steps. Okay, let's check the filter. Top of this. Ooh, I like that compared to before. Maybe I should light up this area slightly. Why does changing the light have such a deep impact on the picture? It's very important. Especially if you do like a big change like this. Change the vibe quite dramatically. Okay, let's see, a little bit of soft light, for example. Maybe even overlay. I'll add up some of this wall here. We won't have a direct source of light within this picture. Maybe, actually, yeah, I have an idea. Maybe the source of light is somewhere to the right here, so all this area would be more lit up to imply that it's just here off screen. There we go. Is it maybe too brown compared to the others? Let's see. Yeah, maybe I like this. It's kind of color. It's actually quite nice. So I'll try and imitate that. I think I reduce the temperature or increase the temperature a bit in this part. And in the color grading, actually gave things a touch of red. So let's see how that looks. Yeah, I like that. It's all about finding that right balance and hopefully have them all look similar. So again, I'll do something similar to this one. Where I will de-blue them. They're a bit too blued. So hit some more natural tones in this that maybe help imply that we're going back to the surface, right? We're leaving this terrible area. So we have 3 pictures. One feels quite a bit darker than the others. I'll maybe go and give it a touch of brightness. Hold on, I'll have this lighting go below it. Help that with that. And just to revert. How does red make sense? More of a tonal thing. Like, we would be essentially choosing the tone that this few sources of light are giving. But also, it would kind of give us a clue of the material this is made of. So, since we're going to be transitioning from this to sort of cave-like area, that's actually going to have like much redder walls. I think it might be a good step in between. Yeah, I like this better. Might be a good step in between the cleaner brutalist areas like this, which have a lot of blue in them, and you know, the cave and the outside and the real world, where we leave this weird kind of metaphorical space that we've been stuck in. Yeah, sorry I put it well. It adds back a bit of that warmth. I still don't know how heavy I'll go for these pieces, by the way. I put a lot of blue in this one. For example, this one has a little bit less blue. So I'll have to find a middle ground, I think. Because some of these have a lot of blue. I guess this would be 11 /2 or -2. This would put us at 35, 36, 37, 38 images for this, making it by far, by like a lot, the thread that's gonna have the most pictures I've ever done. You like the blue more? I think this is not final, by the way, especially with the colors, because I do want them to have a progression, so you could potentially like put them one next to the other, and they would go from more natural tones into blues, and then back into reds. So it would kind of create a gradient between them, but since I don't have the order, once I put them in a specific order, I will like look much more closely at that and readjust all the colors. So okay, we have 3 pictures of this space. Let's see what else we have here among the base pictures. We already used this one, so I'm gonna delete it from here. What about, okay, this one we can see in the background. I like how we can see like several spaces, right? So it's not like just a big box. Like we have an edge and there's more there. So we could use that. Let's add some ceiling to that. Put it here in the top. That could be nice. Here we have another corner. I think I'm taking a lot of pictures of corners. Again, a corner. I do like corners a lot, don't I? We'll delete this one because we already used it. Maybe here... We've used this wall here, by the way, but not the whole image. Maybe this could be like the approach to the exit, where I find this broken corner, and then after that we would do... Let's see, I got a close-up of that corner somewhere. Here. Now we can see how it goes up. And then I got even more close-ups, so we could potentially have like a bunch here. Like just stairs here. So these 3 could potentially follow each other. Starting with this one. Okay. Let's do this one depending on how long it takes, since I want to keep this stream short. Most of all to keep my energies for the next one, because next stream is going to be more than 12 hours. It's going to be a crazy one. But let's maybe do this one and call it a night. To preserve energies. can make your predictions now. Will I survive 12 hours streaming? Do I have it in me? I'll be fine. I'll be cooking before it, so I'll have a bunch of just food to just heat up and because in a 12-hour stream, I'll have to have one meal at least. Yeah, lots of water. I always drink lots of water. A big water guy. Well, that will be no problem. Don't want you to burn out. I'll be fine. I appreciate the concern though. Like, it's definitely not something I would do super frequently. But for this one-time thing, I can definitely take it. This is the second time we have to destroy this tree. When will you die? Thank God we have a ton of grid to pick from. You can just trick it like that. Maximum break time. No, it's only more than that to, you know, at least like heat up some food and stuff when I need it. The tree is slowly getting reduced, slowly getting destroyed, turned into nothing. Soon it will be nothing but a memory. I mean, it's not perfect, the grid, but it doesn't have to be. It's a messy grid. That's part of the fun. Okay. Oh. there's that as well. I don't think that's a plant. That seems like something stuck to the wall. Don't know exactly what it could be. But not too important. I will delete it. Cheesy elevator music for the raid. I love that. They're regular enough that it would be impressive if someone spotted any mistakes, yeah. That is true. Very hard to see these kind of small details. Let's see. Whoa, wrong key. Keep doing that lately. Oh, there's a bit of tree right behind my camera there. And up over there, there might as well be trees. There would be or plants. It would be too small to see anyway. And we have this. Very small and simple, but can't forget it. There we go. Oh, another hanger thing. Out with you. It is a quarry, yes. So this is a part of the quarry that was machine cut, so it makes these huge, just like cubes cut out in the ground. And these parts were the old ones. So it used to be a bunch of small private quarries that people dug by hand. So this part here, it's dug by hand. So they made their own little stairs and stuff. And eventually like a big company came in and started cutting it by machine. But sometimes they came across the previous caverns that were cut by hand a long time ago. And they kind of intersected in fun ways, like this. So it's a really cool space. We got like a mixture of different times. You can see you can see a close-up of that. That's from the top, and that's from the bottom. You can see that. The stairs going up, and me. Hey, that's me. And let me see. Okay, so if you went to the old zone, it looks like this. It's now full of plants. There's even a garden down there, which is very cool. But it makes all these sorts of weird angles, and it's very roughly cut. It's great. Bunch of hand-carved little stairs. So yeah, there's a big difference between those huge spaces and those small, like, weaving corridors. It's Minecraft IRL, yeah. Okay, so this little corner, I think I could pick something from the one I used here. I love this cut tree there. Okay, so I could copy that. See if it works. Weird that it does that. The bounding area is here and the real layer is there. For some damn reason. Let's see if I delete the layer mask. Okay, now it's back. Machine cut stuff. They're filling, I don't know how to describe it. Yeah. It was really impressive being there. You really feel like extremely small there. It's very cool. It's one of those places that make you feel tiny. Okay, let me these corners now. Does that make sense? I mean, the grid is not gonna be the same size, but it's gonna be so dark that I don't think it'll matter too much. I don't think that'll be too visible. Would you get the rest if you remove that tree? No, after I finish this picture. So not long from now. To keep the stream short. So again, I'll repeat it for those that missed it, that just got here. This Friday, we have a super long 12-hour stream. 12 plus hour. 12 is a minimum. Can be extended by things like subs and donations. It's gonna be a blast, I think. No, that starts on Friday, Honor. Just doing my regular Wednesday stream. I do colors. Actually, I'm into colors below it as well. Okay, let me merge those color layers. And there we go. Oh, and thanks for the save reminder. And I will do, like before, a normal plus a soft light plus maybe more. We'll see. It's time for you to save, quit, and rest. Don't worry. I will be finishing up after this picture is done, which is not long from now. So I'll do the same gradient I've done for the others, where as we go up and closer to the ceiling, it just gets darker and darker and darker. I do want some light to hit this area. Or no, maybe we do keep it dark. Because we're gonna have... Oh, that's the wrong one. Where is it? Somewhere below. Yeah, somewhere in the base pics. Hold on. There we go. We got close-ups of the area as we get close to it. Like these two. So maybe we can leave it as a sort of silhouette for now. Okay, here's what I'll do here. I will take the same hue saturation layer. So I apply this hue saturation, then I group everything up, and I move the camera filter over. Nice. See, that's a shortcut. Now this feels dark and oppressive. That would be thick 2. Oh, just realized I'm like in the corner of the camera. Hold on. There we go. Okay, we need a bit more contrast to make it feel closer to the others. Here. Zero out of 10 would not visit. I wouldn't recommend that. Once I live this place, I'm gonna put a 1-star review. A very strongly worded 1-star review for this hotel. Okay, I would like to show that there's stairs behind here. So I will light this area up there. Feels like the government started excavating and then gave up. Or maybe they continued but some other different way, and that's how we get the rest of the structure. This was like their first attempt. Okay, we have a pretty nondescript lighting here. I feel like we should have a tile that lights up like we had on that picture. Over here. Because it's the most lit up area. Also, it's far away enough that I can probably just put it here on top. So a normal layer plus, I'm gonna start with a soft light around it. Giving it a bit of a hazy spotlight effect. Maybe we add another one here just to keep things interesting. I'll put this as another layer. No, I'll just keep it in the same. A little bit of a gradient. Okay, then maybe I'll give it that bit of a spotlight look. So it feels a bit like the light is emanating, like there's a bit of, you know, like dust in the air and everything feels, you know, the lights feel kind of hazy, like they're in the fog somehow. Does it make sense from a logic perspective? Probably not, but it feels right. And often that's all you need. It's the important part. Hey Jonai. Finishing this up. Strange little place, isn't it? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. We got 4 pictures done in 2 hours. That is really good time. Okay, so that would be 10-2. It's the second picture in this document. Doesn't have to make sense. I'm gonna save this and this. I think I got all of them saved. That's 4 pictures. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's 4 pictures out of, I think we're already at 39 or 40. That's not bad. Yeah, there we go. That's all we had to do today. Keep the stream kind of short-ish. We got 2 hours, 20 minutes, which is pretty short for the usual, but you know, we're aiming for a short one today because we got enough to do on Friday, don't we? It's gonna be a massive thread, yes. It's gonna take several days to get through, at least. Sleep? No, I won't sleep yet. It's only 2 AM. But I will chill and play some Elden Ring, I think. Okay, let's see if there's anyone cool to raid before we go. And also let me remind you guys. Full streaming art. No, it's all games. Let's do that then. Okay. Reminder for everyone. This Friday, April 1st. It's not an April Fool's joke. This one's for real, okay? For April 1st at 1 p.m. Eastern Time in America, 6 p.m. Time in the UK, I will be starting a stream that will be going on for 12 hours. So just put an AM here. 12 hours plus. So every subscription on Twitch or on Patreon that happens during the stream will add minutes to that timer until we get, like, I don't know, to whatever amounts. And we'll be doing some arts like we usually do. We're doing some megalomorpha, I think. I'll still have to find base pictures and stuff, but we can manage it. Megalomorpha. We'll be playing some games with friends, playing some Jackbox with, you know, all the whole gang. Trevor Henderson, Leslie Q, Jenna Stieber, all friends you have probably seen in previous podcasts. We're gonna have you guys create a cryptid that I will make. I'll be reacting to cursed things you send me, all sorts of fun things. We'll be watching a movie, so it'll be fun. Get all the snacks, yes. So yeah, it's gonna be hardcore, as you say, but very fun, I hope. And the idea is to... Yes, if you want to say me cursed stuff, go to the Discord and go to the channel on the very bottom called I think, Cursed Stuff for Val. So go to the Discord if you're not already in there, and you got some rules in there and stuff. We're going to be doing some giveaways, if I forget. We're going to be giving away a print, maybe a book as well, depending on how long we go for. And what else? I think that's all the main things. We're going to be doing some horror creature tier lists. And way more. Depending on how long we go for, we might be able to do a ton of things. So guys, thank you so much. I hope everyone here can tune in on Friday, even if it's just for a little bit, and you know, watch me do some silly things. That's gonna happen for sure. But yeah, everybody, I will see you on Friday. Until then,